Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're looking at Ford's newest pony in their stable. Guys, let's take a quick little in-depth look at what you're getting in the new Ford Bronco. It's finished in a beautiful and well-named Area 51 color, which I think it looks smashing on it. And it's also got a really nice interior and some new tech features that I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So especially if you want to go off the beaten path a little bit more than what your traditional SUV is, the Bronco is going to be very popular, especially with those that want to actually travel Canada and look at the beautiful province of Alberta and, you know, take those weekend rides and discover new places that they've never been before. Doing it behind the wheel of the new Bronco is going to be a treat and will last for quite a long time, making lots of memories with the family or your significant other. So let's jump behind the wheel and see what Ford has given us with this new Bronco. So we have an awesome display here, the adventures that can await you when you're driving down, you know, especially in our neck of the woods. This will probably look familiar. A lot of shooting stars, a lot of mountainous terrain, and, you know, taking it down the roads, down the cowboy trail will allow you to enjoy that not only on your screen here, but through your front windshield. So we have traditional gauges here. What we mentioned, we got RPM, speedometer, the infotainment is in the center, along with the temperature gauge and fuel gauge. Down here in the center stock, we see this traditional type of screen that's prevalent in a lot of automakers. Ford's done a really good job with it, showing that it is at a really good level where it doesn't allow you to take your eyes off the road. It allows a lot of, it's very intuitive, where the display unit is still at road height without actually blocking it. We see that we have a really good audio system here as well. That speaker will probably be used for, you know, some excellent tunes and also with your hands-free unit. Got traditional controls, which are your volume and tune knob, which is very intuitive again, easy for use as the driver and passenger that uses it. So there's not too much tech where you're going to have to get a NASA Space Center to figure out how to use your audio controls. And then coming down here, we see a little bit of a cubby hole that can be used for your phone and so other electronic devices or just other stuff in general. Engine start stop, which is traditional in this marketplace now. And we also see that we have your HVAC controls. And of course, we're going to have dual zone temperature in this vehicle. And we also have all the, all the options that one would require. Down here, okay, we have another one actually. This is where your cell phone's going to go because it's got wireless charging. So that one there, you can have any other device or just put your business cards. And we have dual cup holders. We have goat modes. So now these modes here, I don't really know what they mean too much. I think if you're going off a beaten path, or they have different types of terrain that you can select. It's a knob turn for your transmission selector, park, reverse, neutral, drive, low, parking brake, and sensitivity. Everything is in a very easy to get, very easy to use. If you have gloves on, if it's, winter time, it's still not too hard to go with. Moving over to the steering wheel, what we got here is a beautiful designed Bronco. That really adds a nice touch. Obviously Ford, for the most part, will always have their blue oval, but in the Bronco, they're marketing it as such, the Bronco. So it's got a really nice touch with that Bronco image. I think it adds a really good elegant flavor to the steering wheel. We've got nice pods here that are easy to use. Keep your hands on the wheel at all times. And of course we have our audio and other types of control systems with it. And the door panel is actually really nice. You got a good stitching in the armrest, which is really good in this price point. You don't see that too much here. And you've got your traditional door locks and your power windows and everything else. It's easy to get out of. And we got a nice good defroster vent there, so it'll do a quick cleaning of the windows when those mornings are a little bit frosty. Coming in here, visibility is really good. The side view mirrors, rear view mirror, everything has a good panoramic view to it. And of course, traditional headrests in the back, and everything else looks pretty spot on. So that looks good. It's got a center armrest, probably with cup holders in the back. But I really do love the seats, the stitching and everything. It's got some storage in there, so you can put some, gloves or whatever have you that'll fit in there. That'll be pretty good. And of course we got some other door pockets, speakers, and everything else in here. Glove box, traditional glove box, nice and deep, and you could keep a lot of stuff in there. So, which is a really good handy flavor. Of course, with safety, you're going to have all the airbags, all the electronic stability control. Those are usually mandated by Transport Canada and are basically, acceptance wide. We've got sunglass holder, eyeglass holder, and we have your sunroof operation, and then we have your lights. There we go. So again, very good feel. Really good sun visors, and they've got those lights so you can pretty yourself up before you go out. Now the hood, so it's got some bulges to the hood, which makes it feel a little bit more robust, more F-150 like, so it'll give a good feel with it. Let's go jump in the back a little bit, see what we got in the back seat, see what we got for storage, and then we'll end this thing up with what's under the hood, what powers this. So sitting behind the driver's seat here, I got more than enough room. I got really a good foot room. Here is a little bit more utility friendly, where you can see it's got some zipper pockets where you can keep some of your items in there out of use, and also it's got these little anchors where you can anchor a couple of your if you're out in the wilderness or whatever and you need some carabiners, if you're into hiking or fishing or canoeing, you can just have some utility in this built right into the vehicle. You don't have to buy any aftermarket stuff. We got some nice vents in the back, and some also we have just an outlet here for people who need to plug stuff in, and a really nice Bronco on the floor mat here as well. Passenger seat, you get the same treatment, door panels, power window, you've got your speaker in there for excellent sound, and your grab handles, and along with some extra lighting, which is really a nice touch. From back here, we've got a nice armrest, and we got a drink holder. What more do you want? Let's go take a trip and hit some adventures. And of course, we got the back. Okay guys, in the back we got some nice cool tail lights with some rings around them. They look excellent. We got our backup camera, which is mandated by Transport Canada now, and this one's low to the ground, which is actually really handy if you have a trailer. You could kind of pinpoint the hookup procedure a lot easier. Also, we got the nice Bronco Sport in a beautiful bright white. That'll stand out really well. We've got our windshield wiper here, which is a good thing. Now, with this Ford, you can actually have two options. You can do the glass. If you push this one here, the glass is open. So like I said, if you just need to access, you don't want to open up the trunk, especially if you have a trailer or something in the back, but you still need to access it. You still got all your room back here with total access. Okay, so that's an excellent one. We also actually, before I go close it, we got a nice big huge third brake light, which is good for safety, especially on our highways when it gets a little bit windy and you want some extra, visibility. The next one here, down here to the right, is going to be your door latch, and that comes up nice and easy, and it's got two grab handles, so depending on what side you want to be on, that'll help out. It's got excellent generous cargo room back here, and like I said, with that raised roof, it allows some extra taller items, which is a really good feature. It's got really good lighting, 12-volt hookup, again, some extra areas to tie down things for safety. You don't want to have anything loose while you're driving. Of course, that's always an issue. We've got some vents One thing here, it's really got good utility back here. So if you have a lot of stuff coming in and out and there's carpet gets dirty, carpet gets a lot of hair in it, it's harder to clean, it has more of a wear and tear factor. This was built for utility, for that people that are actually going to use this very actively. The other thing that I see back here is a full-size spare, which is really important. A lot of vehicles don't have that these days, and which is a shame. You know, it's something where I feel is necessary, especially if you're driving in these types of in this part of the country where you're always up down the highway. You know, sometimes late at night, having a spare full size is a lifesaver, especially if you're going to take it off roading a little bit and have, you know, a little bit more active lifestyle. That is an important feature to consider, and this Bronco does have it. So let's go wrap up a little bit. Powering the Ford Bronco is actually a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine, making a healthy 177 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque, which is more than ample. I mean, for 3 cylinders with the technology of today, you can squeeze a lot more power out of today's power plants than traditionally the old plant. So not only will this have less moving parts, it'll also be easier on fuel and still give you the performance and the power requirements needed. Everything under the hood is very easily accessible, from the windshield washer to checking your coolant levels, battery access. Everything is pretty decent under here. So even the average person pulling into the fuel stop, adding some fluids and checking some fluids is very friendly. And of course, again, the low operating costs that this will provide over the years will be an excellent addition. There is an optional 2-liter engine. This one just has the 1.5 turbo engine as well. And again, it is nice and compact, and to lower your motoring costs. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that little walk around. I didn't do a test drive in it, but you can if you come down to Castle Ford and Pincher Creek. You could take the Bronco out for a little gallop around town and see if this SUV is right for you. I think it's going to be an excellent addition to a lot of people's stables, and it'll allow them to have years of great driving pleasure experience. And who knows, maybe grow up and get into the bigger Bronco when we want to go off-roading. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're new around here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we will take you on some more automotive adventures, some test rides, and we will go do some more adventure riding as well. So guys, stay loose for now, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Cordetti Motorsports.